me just fine, right? There is no static, no background noise, anything?
Yes, we can
No,
hear you.
sir.
Okay,
Perfect.
good.
Everything is all right.
All right, good. So the recording is on, and what I'm going to do is go in here, one of my other computers. I already have one other class running, which is like 3 months ahead of this class here. So that one is April 20. Yeah, I'm worried about no. So you could see like this is how the class flow goes. All the stuff will be broken up and everything. The LVM, disk management, and setup and everything. So this is only 3 months ahead of us. But don't go in there and try to do anything, because you have to grasp what we are learning from the ground up before you go in there. Okay. So let's see here. I'm just showing you so that. Okay, who just joined?
I just joined.
Who?
Mirza.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I just have this session we have 4 more students here, so I'm doing a catch-up session for them, okay?
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you're
I'll follow
welcome to
along.
join. Yeah, you're welcome to join and stay here.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So this is how it's gonna be. You guys could follow along. So, very first thing, Linux in general is not going to be. It's in general Unix. We don't use GUI. That means there is no visualization like GUI in the sense. GUI stands for graphical user interface, which is referred to as Windows, and this is Linux. Everything is going to be on this black window here, a dark window, and ever since I'm in Linux environment, I barely go into the GUI environment. Matter of fact, I really hate going into GUI environment. I just couldn't figure out things on my own. Okay, so this thing right here, when you log in, this thing comes up, and this is where you type the command. This is called CLI, command line command line interface. Okay. So somebody asks you what is CLI, that means this is what it means, command line interface. If you are in a Windows environment, this is CLI too. This is a Windows command prompt, somebody might be familiar with. This is also a CLI, command prompt. So normally I'm not worried about that. Okay, so in Windows, I'm sorry, in Linux, there are 3 things called root. Okay, the very first thing, root, is the name of the user is root, and that user is a super user. You could compare that with the administrator in the Windows environment. Okay, and you cannot rename the user, root user, and then never share the password. I don't have to tell you that. If somebody comes up, somebody higher up in the company comes up and say, you need the password, just don't give them. Okay, that's a good practice, that you never share the password, especially the root password. Okay, and don't put it in an email or don't send it to text. The another thing is, so let me disconnect here. So you log in, and this is how it's going to be. We'll go through PuTTY session here. I think everybody is familiar with PuTTY so far. So whenever this thing comes up here right now, we're going to start logging and using this as a root user. So type root lowercase, enter, and the password. Okay, so you get thrown into this place here and gives you the login information, when is the last time you logged in and where you logged in from. Okay, so you always log in as if you're a system admin, you log in as a root user, and in this environment all the passwords you're gonna you're gonna put in and all that, even the commands you're gonna put in is gonna be all lowercase. Okay, it's not gonna be uppercase unless you know the password is for sure uppercase. But oh no, I'm sorry, what am I saying here? All the commands are going to be in lowercase. Okay, if you have a command or something like uppercase like this, there is no such thing as this. In Linux, to avoid the confusion, everything is in lowercase. Okay, good. So here is the first root, which is administrator. Okay, and there is one more thing called /root. /root, when you type pwd, present working directory, /root, that means this is the, when user logs in Windows, when somebody logs in, they have their own desktop environment, right? This is the same thing. When you type pwd /root, it will go into this directory. This is your landing directory. This is a root user home directory, and this is a landing space for root user. Okay, and just the slash here, this part is only, this part is also called root. Okay, so this is a root, and it is a directory, topmost directory of the operating system. And you could see here in the picture here, this is the topmost directory, and underneath we have other directories here. We're going to go through this. We're going to go through what each directory says here, so we're not there yet. But very top of the tree is root. Just imagine how the tree starts from the bottom. This directory system starts from the top here. Root is all the way on the top, and then underneath everything else is there. Yeah, you got a question? Okay, no worries. Okay, and in Linux, you have everything file based. If the directory is there, it is considered a file. And if there is a file in there, it is considered a file also. A file is a file, and directory is also a file. Okay? So the way the Linux write on the operating system, both are same. It handles the same exact way, files and directories. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the basic commands. You could follow along. If you type clear, what happens is it clears the screen. Okay? Clear means clears the screen here. pwd and hit enter. It will, pw stands for present working directory. Right now you are in /root directory. That means this is your present working directory. Okay? So a command, if you type in a command, this is called a command. pwd is a command, right? What is this command called? Input. You're providing an input. And the response you get, the answer you get from the computer is output. Okay? Whatever you type is input, and after you hit enter, whatever you see on the display is called output. Okay, now CD, if you type CD and hit enter, it changes the directory. Okay? If you type CD, simple CD, it brings you back to your home directory. How do you know this is your home directory? There are three different ways you could say. If you see a tilde here, where is the tilde? Tilde on your keyboard. This is your keyboard, right? And this is the tilde on your keyboard. Right next to number 1. You have to hold the shift and then tilde. That's where the tilde comes in. So when you see this tilde here, this is your home directory. If you are a different user but you see a tilde there, that means that is your home directory. So let's type a command ls. What does ls does is it lists the files. It lists the content of the directory. So if you type ls, you want to see what is inside the directory, you type ls and hit enter. Okay? If you type ls then space -l, it gives you the long list. And hit enter, it gives you, they are same files, like file 2, file 3, file 4, same information here, but it's giving you a lot more information about each file here. We're going to go into detail about all these things. We have a lot of time. We have 6 months to spend on all these things. We're going to go into detail what all these things means, okay? Now, these are the regular files here. If you want to look at the hidden files, you type ls-a. A means all. That means it will grab even the hidden files here, okay? So these are the hidden files. How do you know something is hidden? The hidden files start with the little dot, a period. Any hidden files that has a period before it is called a hidden file. If it's a regular file, it doesn't have a period in front of it. Okay? If you want to see a lot more information here, you combine two commands, ls-l and a. This is long list, then a means all. It gives you a longer list here. So it's all the hidden files and directories is showing you here. Okay?
Excuse me, can you make the fonts bigger, please?
Yeah, sure.
Very hard to see. Thank you.
Any better? Or a little bit more?
Little bit more, please.
Okay, sure. What about now?
Jazakallah.
Okay, good. So let me clear the screen. If you type ls space -la, it gives you the lot more information here. So in general terms, when I type this here, what is this? Anybody? I just told you, what is this?
Long list.
Yeah, but
And
what am
including
I
all-
doing? What am I providing to the computer?
all the contents in the long list.
You're providing long list about the hiding files.
Yeah. But what am I providing to the computer? Right here, right? What is this?
Input.
Yeah, I'm doing the input. The command is input and output. Output is, this is what the output is getting. You're manipulating the output here, okay? Very good. Okay, so this is the output it comes. And the next command is history. when you type history, usually in the real world environment, the history is about 5,000, 6,000 lines in there. So the good thing about Linux is it keeps track of the histories. Okay, so far we have close to 450 history. It keep tracks of all the commands you've been typing here. Okay, so this is the very first command we type, and then over the time there are so many commands I'm using here. So your history may be less compared to what I have here. Okay, I'm gonna clear this, and say if I want to run something from the history, I want to run that like this here. I want to run ls-la from the history. Sometimes the command is going to get longer here. See how this is longer? Give me 1 second here. Let me change settings here. Behavior, translation, selection. Put down 5,000 here. So if I want to run from the history something like number 434, okay, what you have to do is you have to give the exclamation 434 and hit enter. That command will run. It will actually tell you what is the command you ran, the input command, and it will give that for you. Okay, so that's the beauty of history, and that is how you run. Clears the screen, and there is a command called echo, and hit enter. So it what command does is it will repeat what you have typed after the echo. It's now going to read echo itself. So you type echo and hit enter. You didn't type anything right next to it, so it's not going to give you anything in the output. So let's see how this command works. So I'm going to type echo. This is a Linux course, and I hit enter. So it's not going to repeat this part, and it's going to repeat this part here. Echo, this is a Linux course. Okay, whatever you type after echo, it will repeat it for you on the output. This is a 6-month course. Okay, so it's going to repeat that for you. Pretty easy, and not too much you need to worry about. Okay, now if you want to run multiple commands together, for example, you want to clear it.
Hello.
Yes, who's that?
Yeah, this is Azmat here.
Yes.
So, sorry for that. If I want to read first line and second line, so what should I do?
Using echo command?
Yeah, echo command, because first we give echo, this is a Linux course, and second time you enter, this is a 6 months course, something like that. So if you want to read 2 lines at a time.
It's not possible from the command line, but I'll show you later on. Okay.
Okay.
What I'm doing is right now. Let's build this up here. I'm building the small commands, and then we're gonna put it together and build it. Throughout the course, you will understand how things are manipulative using multiple commands.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. So now let's see. I want to clear the screen. Then I want to run the command. I want to give a little space there and just type little echo, nothing after that. Anything after semicolon, a new command is starting. I do pwd, then I type echo, and then I type ls-l. Okay? So what it's going to do is it's going to clear the screen, and it's going to do pwd, and then give a space there, and then it's going to do ls-l. Okay, so let's do that. See, it did that for this. So what we did was we run multiple commands. So this is becoming the basis for our the script. This is how the script will build up here. This is not everything yet. We're gonna spend about 6 weeks for scripting, okay, later on. But I'm just telling you, this is how you build up multiple commands together. So then let's see what else we could run here. Let's go into history. Okay, clear history. Well, you got the idea. You could run multiple commands. It's unlimited how many commands you could put it together, okay? Let's just run this one here, the one I showed you earlier. So ls-la, then I'm going to give this, then I'm going to give echo, and then I'm going to give some hyphen there so that we could read it better. Semicolon, I'm going to do pwd, then I'm going to say echo. Okay, then I'm going to say echo. No, I already did echo, right? Then I'm going to do ls-l. Okay, so what happens is it will give you a nice output here. You ran multiple commands together. It ran the first one, right? First one is ls-la. So it's giving you the hidden information too. Then it ran echo. Then what is it repeating? It's repeating this dashes here. So it's doing this here. And pwd, this is the pwd. It ran that pwd command here. Okay, and then echo. So this is where it's called. And then last command ls-l. So you could have like long list of commands together. So this is called shell script. You're running it in the CLI. If you're typing something in a CLI, this is considered also a shell. But there is a different meaning for shell. I'll explain you that a little bit more later on. Okay, so we're gonna do touch file one here, right? Actually, let me start a new box because so what I usually do is I usually keep it clean here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the base one, and what you guys should do is keep one clean copy, because each time you're going to go there, if you need a clean copy of the operating system, you just right click on it and do clone. Then you could give it a name or whatever you want. I'm going to give you extra class. Okay, and then just do next and then clone it. By the way, anybody have any question? Put the question in the group, okay? I want everybody to utilize group and answer. Try to answer. If somebody is asking the question, try to answer it. Then I'll don't answer it right away. If somebody doesn't answer, then I'll answer in the group. So what is going to happen is it will help each other out. It can be better for your learning curve. Okay, for the new guys, I think I did send you the group information, right? Please join in there. I'm referring to WhatsApp group. Okay, so let me launch this. Okay, so once you clone it, the username and password is going to be same. So I need the IP address 105. Okay, most of you know how to do this, right? I think Suleiman, you probably don't know. Do you know how to do this?
No, I don't know. I didn't see it.
Okay, yeah. Once the download and all that is complete, let me know. I'll give you one-on-one. Or if your friends could help you out, that'd be good too. But everybody else knows this, right? Yeah, I think so.
What's the reason to join Linux box with Putty?
Yeah, Putty is the best so far. At your job, you're gonna be using Putty anyway. So,
Okay.
what were you using? Were you using something else?
Oh, no, I'm just asking that why we because the other day I was using VirtualBox and I was able to go straight there. So that's why I was asking that
Yeah, with
why.
VirtualBox, your mouse is stuck and you cannot do copy paste and all that. Okay.
Okay, got it.
With VirtualBox, right here, if you go in there directly,
Yeah,
uh,
did notice that issue yesterday.
yeah. So like you could type in commands here, and you cannot exit out of it here. So you have to do this here. So you're not going to be at work. You're not going to be connecting directly here anyway. So you're going to be using Putty. Okay.
Yeah, understood. Yes.
Okay. So I'm here. I'm going to do PWD. This is my launch where I was sitting. And I do ls here. And there is some system file there. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'll work on this, showing you this command here later. But so right now, if you want to create a blank file, the common command you do is touch and name of the file you want to give. Touch file 1 and hit enter. So if you don't get any error message, that means the file was created without any problem. So you type ls, the file is there. If you want to see more information, ls-l and hit enter. It gives you the lot more information here. The permission, who created, the timestamp, and the name of the file here, okay? So if you want to create multiple files, you type touch file. Let's do this here. If you want to do a hidden file here, hidden file, touch, then type a period there, then file 2, and hit enter. If you do ls, it's not showing. How do you see the hidden file?
Okay.
Very good. ls-a. By the way, this part is called command switch, which is going to filter through the ls command. So it gives you the hidden file here. This is our hidden file too. The -a brings the hidden file as well as the regular files too. Okay? Very good. If you want to type multiple commands here, or create multiple commands, touch file 1, file 2, file 3 and hit enter. If you do ls, it creates 3 files, file 1, file 2, file 3. So notice it didn't give us the error for file 1 because it overwrites the file 1. If the file is already existing, it will create it again from the fresh. And if you have thousands of lines in that file, it's going to be overwritten. So you got to be careful with all these things here. In Linux, there is no such thing as the recycle bin. Once you delete everything, it's gone. One single strike, a single hit enter key. If you are sure you want to delete, that's it. There's no more, you cannot bring it back, okay? So now notice there is a dot hidden file is not the same as a regular file here, because if this is starting with dot period, it's over. It's not gonna create any other file here, okay? So this file and this file are two different files here. This is hidden and this is not hidden. Okay, so let's create a directory. What is directory? Is nothing but a folder. The command to create a directory is mkdir. I'm going to create Linux 1 and hit enter. So you didn't get any error message. You type ls and you get the directory name in here, and usually it's in color. That means this is a directory. If you do ls-l, and you could see a lot more information here. So one particular information you could see here is a little d here. A little d, that means it's a directory.
Here L stands for list, right?
Yeah, long list.
Long list. And how about S?
ls is short for list.
Oh, LS, both the letters are short form. Okay.
List, yeah.
Okay.
Then the extra switch is long list.
Long list, okay. It should be space between them.
Always, if there is supposed to be space, then yes.
Okay.
Okay, and so then if you want to create a hidden directory, mkdir, if you want to create two directories here, Linux 2, Linux 3, the moment you give space, it creates a different directory, okay? And hit enter. So if you type ls, there are two more directories, Linux 2 and Linux 3. If you want to create a hidden directory, mkdir space, then a period Linux 4. Okay? And
the
hit
same
enter.
also we can create hidden and as well as regular file.
Yeah. Unless you type a period, it's going to be hidden. If not, it's not going to be hidden. So you do ls-a, then you see hidden files. Okay, so we'll go through what are the other hidden system files which are already showing there. What are they, okay? We'll go through that a little bit later. So now we have a directory here. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a directory inside a directory, okay? So right now, so everybody go ahead and install this software. It's called Tree. Just do yum. We'll figure, don't worry about this, what I'm showing here, but just run this command, yum space install space tree -y and hit enter. what it's going to do is it's going to install the tree command from the internet. Okay, let me know everybody's caught up. Okay, I think everybody should be caught up here because it's a small file. It's only 46K. So you do tree and hit enter. What it's going to do is it's showing you file 1, file 2, file 3, and then it's showing you the folders also. Okay, and then it's starting from the period here. What does the period means? It's present working directory. I'll go over that in a little bit. So let's create, we're going to pick a directory here, Linux 1, and we're going to create multiple directories within that directory, okay? So what you do is mkdir, then you do -p as in puppy. P stands for preserve. And then I'm going to type Linux 1. And in Linux 1, I'm going to type a /. And then I'm going to type in the Red Hat. And then I'm going to type CentOS there. So what's going to happen is this command is going to pick this directory here. And then -p. So it's going to look through that directory and see if the Red Hat is already in there. If it's already in the directory, it will skip it. And based on that, it will create a next directory here. So right now, if we are in this directory here, there is nothing you see. So what will happen is -p, it will keep this as is, keep this part is as is. Then it's going to create this directory. Then we are telling it to create this directory inside this directory. So CentOS is going to be child directory of Red Hat. Red Hat is going to child directory of Linux. Okay, Linux 1 actually. And hit enter. Let me type tree. Now you could see better visually that Linux is the parent directory of Red Hat. Red Hat is parent directory of CentOS. Okay, I'm going to pause for 30 seconds. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
For how do you know which one is the IP address of the Linux box? I did the IP address that command, and it gave me a couple of IP address for that box.
Yeah, use the 192. IP space A, and the 10 one is coming from your modem. And if you get 192.168.1.105, use that one.
Okay, sure.
Okay, we'll worry about this one later here. I have to show you how to manipulate that.
Sure.
Who is this?
This is Faisal Kabir.
Okay. Okay, so let's move on. So I'm going to type tree here. And then I'm going to go into this. How do I go into this file for directory? CD Linux 1 and hit enter. So right now I am in this directory here. So if I type this, the output will be only this. If I type tree here and hit enter, so it's telling a period means present working directory. So this is a tree. Starting from this point, we have Red Hat, and in Red Hat we have CentOS. Okay, we are right now in Linux, and it's showing you these two directories here. To go into Red Hat, type cd again, cd space Red Hat, and hit enter. If you want to go into CentOS, type cd, and what you do is you type the word partially, and push the tab key on the keyboard. Okay, the tab key on the keyboard. When you push this tab key, what it does is it will auto fills it for you. So right here, I partially typed here CEN, and I push the tab key here. If no other match, if there is nothing else matching this, then it will go ahead and fulfill it for you. If something is matching, like first three letters is matching, it will stop there and give you the options. Okay, you will see when you are using it, and hit enter here. Now when you type pwd here, you could see you were in root, right? From root you jumped into Linux, from there you jumped into Red Hat, from there you jumped into CentOS. If you type tree here, there is nothing else to show you, because you are already into the child directory. So if you want to jump to the home directory, all you have to type is no matter where you at. If you just type cd and hit enter, it brings you to the home directory. Do you see this tilde? I told you tilde is a home directory, right? You type pwd, it tells you this. If you would jump back to this directory here, because this is the previous working directory you were in, you type cd and a hyphen, it will jump you back to the previous working directory. If you type pwd, that is where you at. If you want to jump back to home directory, just type cd. Clear cd, this is where you at. You type tree. This is where you at right now. And if you were in previous working directory, right, CentOS, you type cd hyphen. Okay. Oh, I think we cleared it. So clears it. So let's go into cd/linux 1. So the tab is stopping at Linux. Linux 1, 2, 3 is there. So if I tab it like a couple times, it will give you 2 times. Linux 1, Linux 2, Linux 3. Which one you want to do? Which one you want to go into? So we're going to select 1 and hit tab. And now what else you could do is, you could do the tab again. It will auto fill it for you, because there is no other option. It will just automatically filling it for you. Hit enter. cd, you jump back to the home directory. cd hyphen, you jump back to the previous directory you were in. Okay, so it's easy.
I have a question, sir.
Yes.
The question is, when you enter the tree command, the output is coming file 1, file 2, file 3, and Linux. So how I know which one is file, which one is directory, because all the same colors.
Yeah, that's the thing here. So I'm holding off showing you the man pages, but let's see here. You could read the manual of this tree command. You type man tree and hit enter. It gives you the more information about how to use a command. So let's see what we have. -a, all files, -d, list directory only, -l, follow symbolic links, -f, print the full path prefix for each file, -l, level, recursive, p, pattern, I, pattern, prune, q, print non-printable characters. And here, so I'm going to do q. Let's type tree -d. Okay, it says 0 directories. Okay, tree hyphen L. 0 files, 0 directory, 0 file here.
We are in CentOS.
Oh, yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Zafar?
Very good, very good. Tree hyphen D. Okay.
When you type in tree hyphen P, then it lists.
No, tree hyphen D as in dog.
Okay.
So if you type tree, it gave you all the files and folders here, right? If you type tree hyphen D, it gives you only the directories. So that way you could do it. The best way you do is ls hyphen L. It shows you all the directories here. 1, 2, 3.
Question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I typed in tree hyphen P, and it lists the directories and the files. And I just wanted you to look at it and see. So the ones that have the D before the command, those are the directories, and right?
You type tree hyphen D.
No, I tried typing something else to see if it displays it from the manual page. I typed tree hyphen P.
Yeah.
So the ones that have D next to it, those are the directories, and then the other ones are
Yes.
the folders. Okay.
Yeah. So the output here, I think I mentioned here when you do ls hyphen L, if you see the D here, these are all directories.
Okay.
Even for the hidden ones. If you do ls hyphen LA, even the hidden directories have a D in front of it. For example, this one here. These are the hidden directories too. We'll talk about that, what these hidden directories means in a minute. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to do ls hyphen LA or A. We have two directories here, a period and double period right here, right? A period means the present working directory. Okay, and two dots means two periods means parent directory going one level up. So if you do cd dot pwd, cd dot, it stays there, and if you do cd dot dot, it goes one level up. It at pwd, you are in /root. Okay, so this is not the way I wanted to show you. So let's do this here. Let me go back to home directory, clear it, type tree. Let's go into the CentOS directory, okay? How do I go into CentOS directory? cd Linux 1 Red Hat CentOS and hit enter. I went in there. I type pwd present working directory. This is where I'm at. By the way, if you type ls-a, it may not have anything, but these two directories will be there for sure, a period and double period. What is this? The reason why you have this is that means this is the present working directory, and if you want to go back a directory, what you type is you type cd dot dot. So when I type cd dot dot, we are here, right? Where are we going to go to? Where are we going to jump to?
Linux.
No. Okay, here it says parent directory going one level up. Okay, what about now?
Red Hat.
Yeah, we're going to go to Red Hat. So you type tree and hit, not tree. So we type pwd, we are in Red Hat here. So we were here, we type cd dot dot, so we went back here. Okay, so if I type cd dot dot again, where am I going to go? I'm right here.
Linux.
Very good, Linux. So if I type cd dot dot again, where am I going to go?
Root.
Very good. cd dot dot, where am I going to go now? We're going to go into /, which is also a root. Okay, this is where it's getting interesting. We were in root, and then we typed cd dot dot, we get to root. Okay, so this is the end of the, if you type pwd, this is the end, this is where it starts. You cannot go anything more backwards. You type cd dot dot, it's gonna stay there all day long. Okay, cd then is gonna stay just right there. This is where the beginning of the Linux is. Okay, so I think I got covered everything here. cd. So let's go into the folder clear home directory. I'm gonna type tree. I'm gonna go into CentOS again. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, somebody tell me how do I do cd Linux what? One.
Linux one red hat/CentOS. Okay.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want to jump to Linux in using the cd dot dot command. Cd dot dot. If I type cd dot dot, where am I right now? I will jump to Red Hat,
Yeah.
right? And then if I type slash another 2 dots, where I will be? I will be
Linux.
here.
Okay.
I will be here Linux. So in one command, I'm jumping 2 directories. So I'm jumping here and then I'm jumping here. But it's going back in only one command here. See? pwd. So let me go back to CentOS again. Let's play this game again. cd dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot. Okay, tell me
Slash.
where am I right now?
Slash. Home directory slash.
Yeah, very good. Very good. You got the concept here. So this is the end of the, this is going to hit the wall here right there. So no matter how many times you type here, it's not going to go anywhere except just hit the root directory. I'm going to clear this for a second here. Linux 4 CentOS directory tree. Okay, so let's talk about the absolute path here. Okay, so anything that is the path that is pwd, what is the path to our working directory right now? The path is slash root. This is our path. Okay, so let's go into cd Linux 1 Red Hat CentOS and hit enter. pwd. So what is the path to the CentOS directory?
Slash root Linux Red Hat CentOS.
Very good. This is the path to CentOS directory using the absolute path. Absolute path starts all the way from the bottom, from the root. Root, the Linux 1 and all this, this is called an absolute path. If a path starting with a forward slash, it is automatically a path. Okay, so what I could do is, let me go 2 directories back up here. cd dot dot slash dot dot. So I'm going to land, where I'm going to land into Linux directory, right?
Yes.
So, but what I want to do is I want to land into CentOS directory using the absolute path. So what I'm going to do is cd, then I'm going to do slash root slash Linux 1, then Red Hat CentOS. So I'm using the absolute path. Now we already used the let's go to the home directory. Let's go into the CentOS directory using the relative path. Okay, relative path goes down the directory. Okay, so you do cd Linux 1 and this is a relative path. If you type this here, if you type like this, it's a totally different path. Okay, you got to be careful. This path doesn't exist, but if it exists, it's going to be a totally different path than compared to this path. Okay, so you could see with the strike of a key, you could jump around inside the Linux environment here. So this is called the absolute path. Absolute path take you to a specified directory from the slash root. Okay, so I think I have all this. And relative path is, it goes you down the directory, present working directory structure. So if you type tree here, the best way to use the relative path is down this way, down the path. Or if you started from all the way here from slash root, then you're gonna see this here. So go ahead and go to slash root and type tree, and you see a lot of thousands of directories in there. Okay, we're gonna study them later, but I'm not worried about them. You see I got 11,000 directories in here and 76,000 yeah, I'm reading it right? Yeah, 76,000 files in there. These are all the files and folders putting together. It will become operating system. So don't go in there and don't worry about the directory yet, because we're just starting off. So okay, so let's play around and start deleting some files. I'm gonna give another half hour. Everybody got another half hour, right?
Yes.
10 मिनट बीच में दे देना था, नमाज मगरिब पढ़ लेते थे हम लोग.
I'm sorry, what? Namaz, what?
Yeah, we are to print.
हाँ भाई, 10 मिनट दे देना था, नमाज पढ़ लेते थे मगरिब.
Yeah.
ठीक है, 10 मिनट दे दे.
Tomorrow, everybody can start at 6 o'clock tomorrow, Central?
चल 7 बजे तक मैं तो फिर भी नहीं हूँ सर.
Okay. Okay, no
I
problem.
think
I'm going to stop
everybody-
here because we're not going to take, we'll come back, it's going to be a problem. So we'll stop here and then I'll make sure everybody's caught up here, okay?
So
We'll
we are going to come back now, or you want to continue tomorrow?
we'll do tomorrow.
Okay, 7 o'clock again.
Yeah, because we have a couple people in East Coast, so it's already late over there.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so I'm going to stop this and then I'm going to upload the recording. Okay, so going forward, this is where your life is going to be, on this website. And after the class, I'm not going to show you or tell you that the files are there or not. You just go in here and everything will be uploaded here. So go here and there is a YouTube channel. You click in there and then the recording will be there, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to end here and then we'll catch up tomorrow.